Well, it's me, Amanda, the Lazy Stitcher, and I figured I would just go ahead and do a WIP Parade today. Now, normally, I haven't done an update in a little while. I was about to do an update, and I was like, well, it's that time of year anyway. People love to do WIP Parades right after the first. Figure, why not do one as well? Now, this one's going to be a little interesting in the sense that I'm also going to be showing you stuff that I've worked on recently. But let's go ahead and parade some WIPs. This shouldn't take too long. I don't have that many. First thing to know is I do have a HAID, Heaven and Earth Designs. It is A Time for Sugaring, artwork by Jane Wooster Scott. I did not bring that down. I haven't worked on it since before my daughter was born. She's going to be turning 5 soon, so there's no point in showing that one. I don't know when I'm ever going to work on it again. I come up with ideas and plans, but realistically, it's just so large and I have not enough stitching time to really dedicate to it. So, all right, let's talk some other ones. Let me show you my holiday/seasonal WIPs. Now these ones I kind of categorize separately from my other ones because of the fact that they are specifically for holidays, they're seasonal, I mentally categorize these differently. So let's see what I find here. Now first I'll show you an ornament I'm working on for my son because I am bad about my ornaments. Oh, yeah, that reminds me, I have a finished ornament I'll have to show you too, but hold on. So this is from the latest 2023 Just Cross Stitch Ornament Edition. It's cute little Santa mailing a letter. Oh, checking his mail for those Santa letters. I just think it's really cute. My son picked that out. This is from the same edition. I finished this, so it's not technically part of the parade, but it's a cute little robin that I stitched for my mom. I know Amy Gable's Stitchers did this too. Cute, ain't it? So I did finish something. Next, I've got my Halloween project because I can see it. This one is Sleepy Hollow by Cricket Collection. It is a very large piece. I am stitching it on a what formerly known as Silk Weavers light Amsterdam blue 36 count. And that's what I have on this one. I think I did show you this last time, but I was still working on it. I work on it through all of October. So we've got pretty much almost all the Headless Horsemen. I didn't have one of the colors. And then I started working on the tree. I did the words. So it's coming along. I really like this one. It just fits on my scroll frame horizontally. So that's fun. This one's technically a new start. It is Winter Robin by Victoria Sampler. I didn't quite finish this. I'm close-ish. But there it is. Ain't that cute? Winter Robin. It's cute. I like it. Not much to say. Oh yeah, I have a spring piece. We're getting near the end. This one's by Country Cottage Needleworks, April Showers, and it's basically an April Showers Bring May Flowers piece. I'm about halfway done. I'm hoping I finish it this spring. This April is my plan on that one. I have one more seasonal thing. Let me find her. Me, a messy person. I have all of them slammed into one bag. I need to get myself like a Halloween bag and a Christmas bag. It would help. Lastly, we have my girl, Celtic Summer, who I've changed her hair into Celtic Autumn's hair, so she's a redhead instead. This is on 32 Count Sudden Storm by Silk Weavers. And yeah, I've got some pretty good progress on her. Isn't she gorgeous? I've worked on her for like 3 summers now, so 3 Julys. I don't work on her all summer. There she is. I didn't do 1/1 in skin. Too lazy. But I love her. And I look forward to her coming out again in July. Although, I'll be honest, I don't know if I'm going to work on her. I do plan on going to the New Jersey retreat. I've signed up. I've even got a hotel room. I need a roomie. She's hit a point where she's big enough that I'd like to get a scroll. So I'm going to get another set of scroll bars for her. And I just think she's kind of large and like I'm far enough down. I don't want to have to Q-snap her anymore. So I don't think she's really going to work as a project that I can bring to retreats anymore, which is a little sad because it's fun working on her at the retreat every year, but like, you'll get to see something else, huh? I'm just going to grab bags and we'll see who's in there. These are my regular WIPs. Sorry. These are not particular for any holiday or season. Those WIPs I bring out specific times a year. Like, obviously, the April showers, I bring that out in April. Celtic Summer I do in July. October is for my Halloween piece, and then I do ornaments in November, and in December I do a Christmas piece that's not specifically an ornament. Although the Winter Robin probably could be an ornament. He's not that big, but you get the idea. Okay, this is by Silver Creek Samplers, When Life is Done. This is a memorial piece for my dad, which is sad, but that's light. That's what happens. So this one is on a 32 count Atomic Ranch, but I can't remember what colorway. I could probably figure it out with some research if anyone really wants to know. It's kind of a pinky. I got all neutrals. This one's like a little pinky, but I think it looks really nice. So I've done most of the words at this point. I'll leave that up there if you want to read it. And I've just started some leaves. There's like a tree vine looking thing. So I'm happy with that progress so far. That one is my youngest, like, regular WIP. The way I do things is I have a focus WIP, and I do most of my work on my focus WIP. And then I work on it for like about 3 weeks. And around then, I'm usually getting a little sick of it. And then I pull out one of these other WIPs that's not my focus, just to keep things fresh. Or if it's a certain time of year, I do one of my holiday ones. Okay, this is Miss Mary Mac by La Di Da. I have a good amount of progress on her. I think she's going to be a really good retreat project because she's one color, she's not that big. I've got a good amount of progress. It'd be fun to finish her at retreat. So this is on 36 count doubloon. And here she is. I've got the whole border. I'm like a good chunk of the way. Like, there's still a lot of dress and there's more words on the right, but I'm happy. Oh, there's a mistake somewhere in here. The spacing isn't correct. You can't tell. So I'm not fixing it. Next. Oh yeah, my arch nemesis. This is which is a collection. This is a Dimensions kit. Gold Collection Petite. Something about this piece. It's 18 count Ada. It shouldn't be that hard, and I always make mistakes. In fact, I think there's a mistake in here that I still need to pick out. Whatever. There's a lot of fudging going on, but this is her. This is the bottom half of her. It's tempting to just give up, but I don't want to. I'm a little too stubborn despite being lazy. But hopefully I think I'm going to work on her pretty soon, actually, because my current focus piece, I could probably use a break. But I'll be honest, do I want to work on her? Oh no. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. All right, next is the piece that I love to randomly brag about. Brag is a strong word, but this is like the most impressive thing I've worked on, and I like showing it off because there's nothing like seeing somebody's like an amazing, huge, finished, gorgeous project, right? And I always want one. Like, I really want one. So I worked on this as my focus project all last year. Working on it all year, I would take breaks when I ran into those seasonal ones. I would take a break every 3 weeks, but I just kept going. Now, I've gotten a little sick of it, so I have 2 other projects I want to do as focuses, and then when they're done, I'm going to focus on this, but for a shorter time. Maybe 6 to 9 weeks, so I'm not, like, torturing myself. This is Butterfly Lace by Chatelaine. So, yeah, she's gorgeous. I haven't done any beading. I do have the scroll frame, so I could bead as I go now, but I have one butterfly done, and I'm working on the next butterfly. I have no idea if the colors are right because there's a lot of symbols that are done twice, so I have to guess. And then I've got the middle part done, aside from beads. So basically, on this gorgeous, there's some more of these swirlies and stuff, and then there's the outside border is a little bit up here. So I'm getting close to like the outside border. It's still a long way away from actually being finished. This is going to take me ages, because now at this point, the parts that I'm doing take longer, and those 1/1 butterflies are brutal. Like, they're really hard. So it is what it is there. But I'm taking a break from her as much as I love her. Sometimes you just need a break. And you'll see. I don't know when I'm going to get to her because I have no idea how long the 2 projects that I plan on doing are actually going to take me. My last piece to show you. This one is actually a new start. I haven't shown it before. Now, this is going to be my focus piece until I finish it. And then my next focus is a companion piece. So this is A Pirate Sleeps Here by Stitch Rovia or Emma Condon. And I have been working on this I'm getting close to 3 weeks, so I'm going to be switching it out soon. But this is what I've done in almost 3 weeks. Which for me is pretty decent progress. I am not a fast stitcher. I really like it. My plan is to, as you can see, I've gone to the edge. I'm going to finish this little bit of border, and then I'm going to stitch basically this whole area, and then I'm going to do like the next, there's like the word pirate here. I'm going to do as much as I can and basically fill the whole Q-snap area, and then once I've got it filled, I'm going to switch it over to the scroll frame. I decided not to do the scroll frame right away, just because it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of a pain, for lack of a better way to put it. Like, yeah, I am more comfortable just laying down in bed, propped up, but, you know, laying in bed, and that's where I stitch with the Q-snap. I can't do that with the scroll frame, so that's why I'm having it in the Q-snap for basically as long as I can until I fill it out, and then I'm going to switch it. And I know you can move around a Q-snap, but I've found consistently that I always squish the stitches no matter what. No matter how like good I am about like making sure to take take it out anywhere that it's, you know, smushing a stitch, I always consistently smush my stitches. I don't really like it. I haven't found a way to fix that, like the look of it, so I'm just not gonna mess around. This is gonna go in a scroll frame. I'll eventually put it in the scroll frame. That's all my WIPs. That is the full WIP Parade. I forgot to count them, but I don't have that many. I think, if I'm right, it's usually around 10. I usually keep about that many. I like to have like my focus WIP and then maybe 3 or 4 other WIPs that I can choose. And then I have like 4 or 5 seasonal ones that I kind of consider in a different category, if you will. And I'm okay with that. It works for me. I usually get to work on all of my WIPs at least once a year. I admittedly don't get to work on my other WIPs as much as I'd like, but at the same time, I don't have a lot of stitchy time. So I like to really focus my time so I'm able to actually get finishes. Otherwise, I feel like I'd never finish anything. Okay. I'll do a quick life update. So we've had a lot of this is going to be kind of negative, but I don't actually, I'm doing really well. I'm like happy. I'm emotionally doing well. I do have a cold right now, unfortunately. We all got sick, but it is what it is. So, all right. In November, my husband's aunt passed away, which was very sudden, unexpected. She basically had a brain aneurysm, and that was very, very sad. And then shortly after her funeral, his grandpa passed away. He was 94 and still living independently, which is what he wanted. And fortunately, he did not suffer for very long. He basically, his health, he was having heart issues, but it was also issues with his kidneys, and then, which added to fluid in his lungs. It was just a bunch of things, and like, he was ready to go. But even when someone is like ready to go and they are old, it's still sad, you know? It's still sad. And his aunt's especially tragic because she wasn't that old. I mean, comparatively. So there's been a lot of family tragedy for him, unfortunately. We also, more personal to us, is that we all got COVID right before Thanksgiving, so we didn't have anybody over for Thanksgiving. It was just us by ourselves. And I thought, like, we were going to have, like, a Thanksgiving later on with his dad and then his brother and his brother's family, but that never happened. So we never had turkey or anything. Like, I could have made a turkey. I have a turkey. I have probably a couple turkeys in our chest freezer, but instead I made mac and cheese. Bacon mac and cheese, which is absolutely delicious. Oh no, I made a ham and mac and cheese. Absolutely delicious, but it's different. You know what I mean? It's not the same as like having a Thanksgiving meal. But that's okay. I mean, the good news is the kids didn't get very sick. They basically had colds. Eric and I got sick. It was unpleasant. But, you know, I'd just gotten my booster recently, so had the kids. I recovered quicker, basically. Like, I think he and I got just as sick as each other, but I recovered a lot faster because of having been recently boosted. So, yay. But that's all, I think that's all the tragedy that's happened recently. Everything else has been pretty good. We had a lovely Christmas. My mom got the kids too many presents. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, and there is some big positive news, but I can't really share it yet because the details aren't fully fleshed out. But at some point I'll have some big positive news to share. I feel like I had more stuff to say about my life, but yeah, and I'm sorry a lot of it's like Debbie Downery, but like honestly, like I said, I really am doing well. Like I'm happy. We had some snow recently and it got me all excited. Like I know a lot of people hate snow, but I love it. I get excited, you know. I like to go cross country skiing, so it's like I can go skiing and like I want it to be winter when it's winter. I'll admit, winter's too long. It's too long here. But when it is winter, I want it to be winter, you know? I don't want, like, rain and flooding and slush. I don't want that. I want snow. So, anyway, I think I'm just going to go ahead and cut it short. I've got a lot of other random stuff I have to do today. I hope you're all doing well. And if you actually got to the end of this, which I will be impressed, drop me a snowflake emoji because I love the snow. And let's have a good stitching year. I'll see you guys again in, I don't know, a month or two, because really, I've just shown you everything and I don't have a lot of WIPs, so I'll see you in a couple of months. Bye.